Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical. This is Misstical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher Realms and we're just going to start going over the campaign. We're going to start and we'll start smashing through the hard versions of this. It's actually not that hard, but it does give us free diamonds and it gives us free stamina and it gives us free divines as well, which we might need for this weekend. And so we've got all those good things out and good reasons to do it. Okay, so let's just jump in. We will do stages 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this one, and then we'll do the others as we go on, and I'll try and get them out on a daily basis and motor through these as quickly as we can. The team I'm using, feel free to use a bigger team. You absolutely should. I've gone relatively small and cheap and cheerful on my team, but you absolutely can use a bigger team than I've got. Now let's get me out of the way. I think I should do it. Now this is the same team as I'm going to use everywhere pretty much, and I will try and speed up the video as and where I can. So I comes in, she's absolutely fantastic. She comes in useful all over the place. Now something I do want to say is, if it goes wrong for you at the start over where she's placing them, just restart it. It's a bit random where she places stuff and it could all go wrong for you, so just be aware she might need a quick replacement. Now I'm going to do all 4 stages and then we'll do the gear at the end on them all, and they're, again, as always, link to the chapters below. Don't worry about the little bell boy disappearing off. It doesn't change the dynamic of how many you've missed or been able to 3-star it or anything like that at all. Okay, so there we go. So we've got eye down, then we put a tank down without any great issues. Okay, now gearing, I haven't gone overboard with the gear. I stuck to Guardian set for your tanks, sort of chucked in some HP percent, and it's nothing too crazy, I don't think. Okay, so you should be able to do that. Now our team is of 2 tanks. We've got 2 healers, and then we've got 2 DPS. I've gone magic, and then I've gone Eye as well, who's just chucking down all these crystals of death and doom all over the place. So she's coming on fantastic. But you feel free to chuck in some piercers. So there's sort of 3 slots available in the team makeup that are available to be taken on. So absolutely don't just go with this team. Chuck in some piercers, chuck in a bit more magic damage, maybe some more healers you want, that sort of thing, or some physical damage so you can take out the cloth wearers a bit easier. Your piercers are going to come in really handy there. Okay, so build your team up better than I've done. Also, I don't really seem to use any ultimates either. It's all nice and easy, straightforward, and we're going through with about 400k BP where they're asking for 6, but if you have more people in your team, then you know you got to weigh it up. So just trying to do it relatively easy. These are epics. Now lord wise, we've used our northerner tank. She's a lord down there, so she's giving that lord skill to the other northerners, which means, like our other tank Rock, he's, I mean, fantastic tank. So we've just built him up and we're having a bit of a play with him. We'll see how far we can push him. He looks fantastic on paper, so we've chucked some gear on him, and we're pushing through as well. Again, we've gone healer, we've gone Vortex. Why wouldn't you? Vortex is fantastic. And then on the other side of it, we've gone with our poisoners as well. We've got a bit of a poisoner comp there. With the Existerance. So we've used our shard summon Vixra, wasn't it? I think it was. That's who we've used as our Existerance Lord, and then we've gone the other poisoner that you get in there, who's the epic, and then that ties in quite nicely with Eye. And again, for healer wise, we've gone for Lily, because she doesn't get a lot of play time, and it's nice and easy. She's nice and easy to tie in there with that Existerance, as she's got that dual faction. Okay, so this is the first one pretty much done and dusted. There's no great shakes with it. Unfortunately, there's no way where you've got magic on one side of the map and physical damage on the other side of the map. That's a bit of a shame, but They don't heal enough and they don't do enough damage to really worry you, to be honest. The only thing I would say is I've got Lily pointing up the map so she covers off where I is as well, okay? So just be aware of that. And that's the first one done and dusted. The others will be much quicker. We'll be using the same team. There we go, that's that one done. First time through. And we can push on to the next one. Here we are, the second one. No real changes in this one either. Chuck down ice, start getting those crystals of doom going, doom and death, and that's all fine. Again, watch where you're putting them. My one has decided to land right where he's going to be walking. That could have gone a lot better for me. You could have placed them all down the right hand side, but that's pretty bad and probably as bad as it gets. And also there's another one where the tank's going to land as well, so she's now starting to put some in his way, which is nice, but she hasn't doubled him up, so we're not doing massive amounts of damage or anything like that yet. So that's one of those things, but we wait until he comes around. I wait till he hits this one, and then I put the tank down on top of that, and that just pushes him back that square, okay, to get that covered off. And then after that, yeah, put our healer down, covers everyone off to be healed, and that's it essentially. And then we've just got the other side to sort of worry about when we've got enough points. But the other side's really easy as well. So the other side is a DPS, a tank, and a healer. Okay, that's what we need. We chuck down our other poisoner. They've got a nice wide width room. Your likes of your Beatrix are going to work wonders down there as well. You've got another spot beside I. You could put out an archer coming up, a marksman coming across over there. That'd be great. Work out great for you as well. You could whittle these down much faster, or if you wanted some more magic damage, or you wanted to slow them down even more for the poisons to tick over, then feel free to chuck a greed in there or something like that. Okay, absolutely great. Now we've got rocks up there. We've put him down as our next tank. Our next DPS down there. Something to note about the next DPS when they go down. Okay, so let's get our DPS down. We've got our DPS down, and that's facing. So when people walk around to the tank, we can kill them. Now the healer that we're waiting on, we're going to put down Vortex. Now I'm going to place Vortex facing the tank. That means our DPS gets no healing, but your DPS wherever you place on that platform doesn't need any. They don't get hit by anyone, so that's it. Okay, so we've got the first 5 done. We've got the first initial wave. I's got everything set up down the bottom, and now it's just sit back, relax, make sure nothing happens really. I mean, nothing's going to happen. We're all set up, we're all good. But we could put someone else down there. You could have better lords going down. Lots you can do to improve this. Okay, so feel free to do that. Okay, nice and easy, nice and straightforward. In a minute. There we go, last one done, that's it. Done and dusted, fantastic, sorted, let's go. On to the next one. Again, we're just using our little team of what we've got 7 there. So you could probably use bigger and better teams without any issues. Next one coming through, right, again we're going to put I down. Although I'm not a fan of putting her there. There we go, that's a better place. Now if you wanted to bring extra tanks, absolutely go for it. I've got 2, and arguably that's 1 too many to be honest, but depending on how your eye is built and the other DPS you've got going in, that could be very different for you, okay? But we've got plenty of time, so she's chucking down the crystals of doom and death, sorted, and then we're going to chuck out some more DPS as well to help her out. That's pretty much it. There we go. Look at that range, DPS over there, absolutely fantastic. She is awesome. I'm loving her. I'm loving her, and she was free, and we've got another free one coming as well. Remember, also one of the people you could put in is your next free legendary we're getting. So we've got a soul a shard summon, haven't we, coming up, to bear that in mind. And you could put her in the team because one of her passes is to give all your mages another 6% damage. She would slot really well just in there in the team. We've got a healer back there. We put our Lily down. She's going to be facing forward. She's going to be healing up our 2 DPS. Because when those White Tower mages come down, they can shoot up. They can shoot our DPS. So just get on top of the DPS here. Make sure we've got them sorted. And we are all good to go. This is realistically it. We don't really have to worry about that top side coming down yet. We've got a long time before that happens. I've got the DPS down there now, and I've got a tank down there, but look how much time we've got. Nothing even there has spawned at the moment, so you've got plenty of time to work this stuff out for yourselves, okay? Now, realistically, I could have put Vortex down where Lily is, but I haven't, so there we go. Vortex has gone down there, just covering off the tank and the other DPS, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I've got a spare tank if I need them. If I need them, if I think someone's going to break through, I could put a tank down there. Or if you've got Eye walking down there, then you could start filling up those spare slots with some ranged fighters. So you could put your ranged fighters down there facing across those crystals, and then as they're slowed down, then your ranged fighters are going to get in there and help out on that DPS if you're a little bit short on that DPS as well. Okay, right, anyway, back to the tea. Team sorted. See you in a minute. Right, so here we go. We're breaking down. We've got the last 6 now. We've got those mobs coming around there, and we've got those little bell boys running up and down. Okay, so you could remove your DPS from this bottom section of the map and then redeploy them later on if you wanted. I don't bother. There's enough going down there for the guards that are coming round. They hit rock DPS, kills them off using magic, all brilliant, and then Vortex to keep them healed. That's nice and simple. All we're left with at the end of the day is those 2 little bell boys, and it's sort of up to you what you do with them, really. I mean, you don't have to do anything with them, but if you want to, then feel free to put your DPS down and I don't know, that sort of stuff, and shield them off. I just put a tank down there to reach out by that 1 square. He can hit them, and then once he hits them, they run off the map. We've still got 3 available to run out. That doesn't count as an escape. They haven't gone to the core or anything like that. So we get the victory. We get the 3 crystals. Sorted. Another one done with our nice, simple little epic team and low BP, which is what we're aiming at. I want to get this out, smashed out as quickly as we can. Don't we want to be messing around with it? Right then, chapter 4. Let's get this one done. Right, so we've still got a 7-man team coming on strong for this one as well. 9 hard, chapter 4, chapter 9, stage 4, isn't it? So here we go. Right, Eye goes down, absolutely fantastic. What do we do with putting her 1 square down? I think maybe, don't know. I wanted her, no, because then she interferes with the tank. Right, she's fine where she is. So if your Eye is much like mine, she's going to put a crystal down right in front of that guard to stop him from resting up and giving you more time. So that's brilliant of her. But it gives us enough time to put a tank down. Okay, so our tank goes down. We can tank up that space, and then we can get a healer and small DPS down there. We can cover this off. It's no great shakes. We're all right. Even when it goes this bad at the start, you can still sort of cover it off. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is up to you how you're going. I put down a healer because I just like to be healed. There's nothing major coming in. There's no major DPS coming down, and no one's going to swarm past us at the moment. So there's no real issues. Okay. We're slowly ticking away on the damage. We're doing more damage than they are doing healing, so eventually we will win. It's just a war of attrition, realistically. But I've got essentially 2 more healers. So I put 1 on the top and I'm going to place 1 on the bottom. My only concern is here, where I was a little bit slow to put my tank down. So I could have done 2nd tank before I did sort of my DPS as opposed to this way round. But it depends how your crystals lie or how she randomly puts them out when your run happens. So just sort of pay attention to what's happening on the map. Now what's happening next is we're going to want our next DPS down. So we're going to put our next DPS down. We're going to cover off this bottom side of the map. So we've got I covering off the center and sort of grasping off to the top and bottom of the map like that. Boom, boom, boom. There she is. She's doing damage all over the place. And then we've got a poisoner up at the top. We've got a poisoner down at the bottom. And then lastly, we just chuck our healer down and we can put Lily going down and she's reaching all the way across. Absolutely fantastic. Boom. There we are. Sorted. That's everything down. Once we've done that, get back to your cup of tea. In a minute. Oh, and again, we still haven't used any ultimates, so feel free to trigger ultimates, that sort of thing. It will probably help out more. Here we are, last couple coming through. They don't heal for enough. We do more damage with the crystals and with the poison tick. So I mean, we're good. And also you're dotting up various people and they're only healing one person, so it's not good for them. There we go. That's it done. So there we are. There's the first 4 stages of Chapter 9 hard done, and we just push through. We get these smashed out. Start doing expert as well. This is probably a nice idea for expert as well. I think we'll be shortened down on how many we can have in our team for expert, so we might want to consider that. And yeah, don't forget we're getting stamina, we get diamonds, we get summons, and then we get divines as well if you finish everything off. So this was the gear of everyone. I tried to sort of downplay the gear. I mean, we've got some good, some of it's ancient orientated, but it's defense as opposed to HP. That's HP, and that's defense. Okay, and then on the other side is tier 1 stuff. There's our artifact. It's not fantastic. I can probably get me out of the way a bit more now, to be honest. There we go. That one's only up to 12. And then the rolls aren't particularly good. There's the artifact, it's not rolled up at all. Okay, who else? We've got Vortex in here. Let's have a look at Vortex's gear. There we go. HP, healing effect. So it's all changeable. His artifact is properly leveled up. Xera, I mean, she's free, so she's fantastic. She's got relatively good gear on, let's be honest. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it is actually done up. Right, her artifact. Right, let's just quickly check on her artifact, okay? So, depending on when you watch this will depend on whether this is overgeared or not. Okay, her artifact has got a plus 65 on there. That is because you can do augmentation on your artifacts. When I did this on the Forerunner, and it hasn't come out on global yet. So I've got a cheeky little extra on her artifact there, okay? There's let's have a quick look at her gear. She's terrible gear, actually, to be honest. So your preference would be attack and speed and that sort of stuff. You want to go in fast. You want to laying out these crystals as quickly as possible. Okay? So plenty of speed, plenty of attack on her, not crit rate and not crit damage stuff. I mean, just not great. You can do a lot better than that. Now, all of the, because they're epics, I have got them done up in tier 3 set. I have got all their skills done and they are all awakened 5, but you can use Legos as well, so pull them out of the bag as well. You can do a lot better with them. All right, now who have we forgotten? There we go. No, we've lost her. Come back. There she is. Here again, I don't think anything too over the top, but we have made sure we've gone crit rate, we've gone attack, crit rate, crit damage where we can, that sort of stuff, and use fully artifact up for AoE damage. There we go. That's the team done. I don't think they're that hard to do. We'll see if expert's any harder, but divines might be worthwhile collecting, and it's also a nice little storage area for sort of extra stamina or crystals or that sort of thing. So worth getting out of the way, and we just run through. We'll get the lot smashed out. Okay, so that's me done. We'll push on and get a guide done on the whole of chapter 9s and 10s and that sort of stuff. If you could leave me the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, would help me out massively, and I'll see you all in the video again soon. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers, goodbye.